Hi guys, we're back for another video and today we are going to be testing out different shaders. So every time I die, I'm going to up the shader pack until it gets to probably one of the most realistic shader packs that I could find that would support this version of the game. Let's get started. First, let's start off by creating a new world in survival mode, cause every time we die, we will change the shader pack. So, first of all, we're gonna start with the one and only debug shaders for vanilla Minecraft. Well, not even shaders at all. It's just pure vanilla Minecraft. Because who doesn't like just regular Minecraft? And here we go. We are loading into a new world, and right now we are just in a snowy biome. Yes, snowy. Well, now we're in a plains biome. But yeah. Here, let me just turn my. I keep forgetting to turn like the music. That stuff. Like this. Yeah, here we go. There we go. So right now, what I think we need to do is we should probably, first of all, get food like I'm doing right now. And then we should mine a tree because that's what you do in regular Minecraft. But I'm super excited to level up the shader pack because I think our next one might be complementary shaders, which is the ones I usually use for well, for some of my videos, not for all my videos, but I really like using complementary shaders. So it's kind of like I'll give you a bit information about the shaders as we go, but complementary shaders, I feel like it's not like a low end shader, but it has like settings. It has like potato settings, which I usually put on. Um, so it's a really good option for people who it's okay if you don't have like a god computer because I think it's a really good option because you can use the shaders on kind of any I mean not any type of computer, but like they can function on pretty much a lot of computers except for like school computers and stuff like that. But Minecraft isn't really on school computers anyway, so yeah, but I am really excited to get into these shader packs. So yeah, first of all, oh, I didn't make a pickaxe. Wow. We should make a pickaxe. I got a bit better at Java crafting. I was kind of practicing a bit in Bedrock Edition. Yeah, but I guess I'm just going to, yeah. Only thing is, we have to kind of, like, if I die, ooh, coal. So when I die, I don't have a bed yet, so, yeah. That might be bad. Actually, really quickly, are there any sheep around here? No, it does not look like it. So we're just gonna have to go from here, just kind of. Oh, yeah, right. You can't do that. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that in Minecraft Java Edition, you cannot place blocks like. You can't place blocks like on the certain block things. Like, it only makes sense, I guess, if you're in Bedrock Edition, because, like, you know what I'm talking about. It's like when you like place a block like in the air without like shifting, which is like one of the reasons why I think Bedrock is better. Cause yes, you can do that. Okay, and let's just get out of here quickly. Doing this and this. Wasting our cobblestone. But I think we are good. We can make a furnace, which I don't want to do that yet because I feel like that we kind of wasting our materials. So for now, we're just gonna make a pickaxe. And why don't we just use that coal to make a torch? Because I think we should have torches, especially since I don't want mobs spawning around. Like, our goal kind of is to die, which is good because I'm not like best at survival mode. But yeah, I think that would be good to have a little bit of torches. But yeah. So I think we should keep just going this way. Oh, sheep, 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 sheep. Yes, we need these so we can sleep through the night and set our spawn point. Okay, good, you aren't a gray sheep. I thought this was a gray sheep. I was like, oh no. Come back here. Yay. Wait, here, where is, we need literally one more sheep. Unless they dropped 3. No, they didn't. Okay. We literally need one more sheep. Come on. Just one white sheep is all I'm asking for. I don't know. I feel like mob spawning in Bedrock Edition is way different than in Java. Cause like I swear in Bedrock I would have found like 5 sheep already. And I'm only finding like 2, so sheep, sheep, sheep. Kind of wasting my food right now, but like I just need to find sheep so I can sleep through the night. Well, first of all, so I can set my spawn point. So if I die, well, my goal kind of is to die, but like, so I can die and not lose all my stuff. Cause I'll also probably craft a chest too. But yes, sheep, sheep, sheep. I feel like a lot of people like. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I feel like a lot of people just always use shaders and then they don't really appreciate the like actual vanilla game. Like I'm not saying that's like bad or anything. It's just like kind of taking in vanilla Minecraft. Like just once in a while, don't play with shaders on and just like enjoy how the game looks by itself. Like separate from shaders. Wow, I'm not finding any sheep. I mean, like, I found 2 sheep, but I need... Wait, sheep! Sheep, sheep, sheep! Yes! Come, 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 come! Sheep! Yes. Okay, where's our crafting table? Okay, I thought I left it there for a sec. Okay, now we can do this. Boom. Boom. Bed. Set our spawn point. Place. 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 Okay. Yeah, this is good. And also put a chest so we can put all of our stuff in it. So we can, yeah. So I need to find a good cave to die in. That sounds like so weird, but like actually though, I need to. So jump down here a bunch of times maybe. Or just wait until my hunger runs out because I want to, I need to die soon. And we can't really heal without food in Java Edition, because in Bedrock you kind of just auto heal, but in Java you kind of need food to heal. So, and all we have to do is jump off one more time, and then we should be switched to the shader, just like that. Okay, so we have respawned, and right now we have on complementary reimagined shaders, and these are actually probably one of my all-time favorites just because, well, they kind of keep the game vanilla. They make it still look like the vanilla game, just with some shaders and a bit of fog in the distance, which I think is really important to still keep it the vanilla game. Sorry if it's like a little tiny bit laggy because I don't know how to fix that, but it's probably because of the waving leaves, but there's not like a toggle to turn that off. But I still wanted to include this shader pack in this run through, if you should say. Also, I'm not playing through the game just to get that clear because I'm kind of bad at doing a play pl- wow, playthrough. Um but yeah, so I'm not going to play through the game. I'm just kind of going to let this be a guide to kind of explore different shader packs without you having to explore them. So what this shader pack kind of does is it kind of makes the puffy clouds, it just has very light shadows, not even like crazy, and it just adds like some waving plants and waving leaves and just like kind of doesn't I don't think it adds dynamic lighting. Oh yeah, it does. It adds dynamic lighting, and the sunsets are always beautiful in this shader pack. But yeah, so this shader pack is like pretty much kind of like your typical vanilla based shader pack. But I really like it. I like it. Okay, now I think we need to maybe explore a bit more, like maybe over there. So, oh wow, I just started a donkey. So I am going to make a boat. Oh, part of this also is to showcase the water because the water is like amazing in this shader pack. Yeah, so we're just gonna go exploring for a little bit because I feel like that's gonna be a cool way to showcase this. And with the water, it's like a really cool reflections. Like I think it looks really beautiful and majestic. And when you're in the water too, it's like so. But first of all, let's check out how it is down into the water. Whoa, it looks so cool with the like sun beaming through and this like beautiful like water area ish. Now for each shader pack, we're probably gonna spend at least a day in each shader pack. And I think my goal for this whole video is to just make a house. Like, make a cool house and then showcase it at the end of the video with the ultra realistic shader pack. Because I think that would be a fun deal. Well, you're probably thinking, well, isn't your computer not going to handle the shader pack at the end? Because it's lagging with this shader pack. But I actually, so with this shader pack, fun thing. Well, this might not be for all computers, but it might just be a glitch in this version 1.21.4. But with this shader pack, it's really weird. It like lags. Like you can see that lag a little bit, you know? Like it's really weird. But the next shader pack that we're gonna do doesn't do that, and it's made by the same person. So I don't really know like why it does this, but it just does. So we're just gonna have to go with it. But yeah, first of all, for the house, I need to mine a lot of cobblestone. Because I'm gonna show you my idea for the house. It's gonna look really cool. XP, and we are just going to start mining. Because with the house, I kind of want to do like a stone-looking feel. You know, like just wanna. Ooh, coal. We need coal right now. We need lots of. Yes, this is perfect. Yeah, so we need this to smelt our sand first of all. Let's make glass for the windows, which are gonna look really cool, by the way. And yeah, let this also be like kind of a building tips video too, because like I'm just gonna build like a really like simple but cool looking house. Like, so we can just finish mining all of this. Yes, it's perfect. And you can see too, like when you're in the cave, it's not like sun rays or anything, because that's like kind of like that can lag out your game too. But yeah, it's just like it's nice and it's clean and it keeps the vanilla feel. I really like it. It's probably actually one of my favorite shader packs ever because it just keeps it like nice. And The only thing is about this shader pack, like I said, is I don't know if it's just for this version or it's doing this because of my computer, but it just seems to have the slightest bit of lag. Like it doesn't affect really you playing, but it doesn't, I don't think it bothers some people, but it kind of bothers me. And for those people who really want the cleanest experience, I would recommend probably our next shader pack, which we'll be moving on shortly. Wow, we almost have a stack of stone. A stack of stone. That rhymes. We only need 6. Yeah. Yes. There we go. And while that is going, we should probably craft an axe for a chopping some trees, because that is what we're gonna do next. I think, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this tree. I almost wanted to keep it there just for like a little nature around there, but like I think I'm gonna just chop it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So this is gonna be perfect for making our next thing, which is trapdoors. Make 4 of those. We might need to make 8. Okay, yeah, no. 4 is okay for now, I think. 4, okay. 5. We are almost there. Wait, why am I smelting glass? I don't need to because I'm making trapdoor doors. Okay, whatever. I literally just like wasted coal. Yeah, but while that is going, yeah, so this shader pack is probably good for someone doing like just like maybe a playthrough even, like it's really cool and it's just really fun and it's just vanilla. It keeps the vanilla feel. I keep saying that, but it's true. Like you can see it doesn't change any textures. It just kind of makes like the shadows. But it is, I'm going to tell you right now, it is nothing compared to what we're going to see later. Cuz what we're going to see later is going to be probably one of the craziest shader packs I've ever seen. Well, it's more like a texture pack than a shader pack, honestly. Um, so yeah. And it's like one of those really realism looking shader pack things, but it's actually free surprisingly. So you don't have to pay for it to use it because some of the super like realistic shader things you have to like of course pay to use. Um, but yeah, so with this one you don't, which I personally think is very nice. Okay, we are gonna start building right up here. Just that. And then, of course, we just need to get these. So we can just keep on doing that. And just keep on building it. Yeah, this is looking okay so far. It does need more stuff, which we're gonna get to in a second. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make a nice little, like a nice little house, like a nice little cottage looking house. And just make it just fun and easy, easy and fun. I think this is the block I built. Yeah, it is. So we can just do this and just keep that theme there. Go on top of that. And that's perfect. That looks really weird right now, but it's gonna look good in a second. And yeah, so this shader pack, like I said, once again, it's a really good shader pack. I got it on FirstForge, and then I just downloaded it for my Optifine. I use Optifine to run my shader packs on there. But yeah, so yeah, it's a really nice shader pack. I recommend. I do. But yeah, overall, the only thing that I don't like I said, is the lag. once again because, well, nobody likes lag. Well, some people don't mind it, like I said, but yeah, this shader pack is really nice. But our next shader pack that we will get to in a second is a shader pack by the same person who made the shader pack, which I love the. It's like a also complimentary. I think it's complimentary. Wait, this is complimentary. I think it's like something. Yeah, it's a bit different, but I think it is a really good shader. This is taking so long to just build the house. It's okay though because we are taking our time. Did you, did you guys just see that lag there? That's what I'm talking about by lag. It's just like it's a bit annoying, I feel like, personally. But like I said, some people don't mind it. But yes, for now, wait here. I think I'm gonna make a door. Well, duh, because we have to make a door. Of course, we should probably make a door. So I will just chop down this tree. And another thing, we will be looking at the sunsets of all these shader packs too. Yeah, so this sunset, look how beautiful it is. Actually, here, let me get out from under that tree. Just look how beautiful that is. It's just like so beautiful. It's kind of similar. It looks the same kind of as a sunrise. A little bit, but yeah, I just feel like it looks majestic, if you would say that. Just majestic. The majestic shape. There we go, and now we can sleep. Now the next day. So for today, I am planning to die again. That sounds really sus, but like, I mean, you know what I mean. I wish there was a lava pool so we can make the process quicker. Just do this instead, I guess. Or we could just go in here and get blown up by a creeper. Creeper. Okay, there are no creepers. Wow. This is probably like the safest Minecraft world ever. But yeah, we should just probably keep doing our strategy or run out of food, which would take like way too long. Yeah. Oh, our house looks so cute. It doesn't look like that good yet, but it's improving. Okay, I think one more jump and then I think we are going to be dead. Which sounds really weird once again, but I don't mean like that. I just mean like yeah. Yeah, and then we can see our next shader pack, which probably I think is gonna be one of my, I keep saying this that it's my favorite, but this would be my favorite without the lag. I think our next one is probably one of my least favorites actually. I'll talk to you guys about why once we get there. But yeah. So there we go. On to our next shader pack. So that was complementary reimagined shaders that we just had. And now this is complementary unbound. So you can see right off the bat the clouds are different. The sun is realistic. And the plants are waving ever so slightly. A little bit more. But yeah, and it practically, just saying it practically looks the same until we get to the water. Ooh, the water. I'm not trying to die yet. But look how juicy the water is. Like, oh my gosh, just back up here. And in the water, ooh, look at that. Actually, that's kind of my least favorite part. But look at all of this. It looks so cool. We even have the waving plants. Well, they're always waving in the water. But the reflection is so good. And this is the complementary unbound shader. So we just did complementary reimagined and this is unbound. It's by the same people who did complementary reimagined shaders, except there's like less lag, I guess, in this one. Yeah, but yeah, so this is how the shaders look. This is my least favorite one because the clouds kind of freak me out for some reason. They're like cube, but they're like not cube clouds, and I just don't like it that much. So yeah, it's just kind of odd to me. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I don't like this shader pack. Another reason why I don't like it is probably because it looks so similar to the other shader pack. I just want variety, you know? Well, that's really not a reason to hate it, I guess, but still, I like the variety better, just having variety in shader packs. But I do recommend this shader pack if you're doing something like kind of like not realism, but like you want it to look more realistic, less vanilla Minecraft, and more kind of like a texture pack. But yeah, it's a really good shader pack overall, I feel like. I just feel that it could be better. Cause yeah, that's just my opinion, but I think this is also a good shader pack for people who might have lower end devices. I'm not saying you're bad if you have a lower end device for Minecraft, but I'm just saying that if you have a low end device, then this would be a better option for you because it I think it here. Let's look at the shader settings really quickly. So options, video settings, shaders. Shader options. Okay, so profile is at potato. As you can see, it can go to medium, high, very high, ultra, and potato, which I'm keeping on potato because, yeah. And you can even change the atmosphere, I think. It's just going to take a second to load. And you can do fog, like no fog, done. You can do nether dimension, aurora borealis effect. You can do it. So this has a ton of shader settings. Clouds. You can do altitude, cloud speed, cloud shadows, cloud interior, cloud color. Wow. Um, color of clouds. That is crazy. Wow, so cloud red. Oh my gosh, yeah. So you can really just do a lot with this shader pack. Well, with every shader pack, they usually have at least a bit of settings, but I feel like with this one, it just looks really nice. Yeah, so that's part of the reason why I feel like, well, I don't really like this shader pack, but why I feel like it's good for lower end devices and that fancy stuff. I mean, not fancy stuff, but like that type of stuff because I feel like it's just friendly, like friendly. I'd say that. Oh, I built for my friends. I literally just realized that. Well, we can change that. Just okay. Yes, but I personally like this shader pack. Like I don't love it. The only reason why is just because like the clouds mostly. But those are like customizable. I'm not going to mess around with the settings right now because I'll leave that up to you guys if you choose the shader pack for videos or just for fun. Cause yeah, but overall I think this is a nice shader pack. I don't despise it, although it could be better in my opinion. Could be a bit more variety than the shader pack that we just did because it's kind of similar. Like, not kind of, it's pretty similar. But yeah, once again, I think this is a good shader pack. If you just want something kind of closer to the vanilla game, this is closer to the vanilla game. But yeah, just something that like changes the game but doesn't really change the game, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is I like this shader pack. It's a fun shader pack, like I said. And I think it's also good for content creators as of myself and for video creators. And also with these shader pack reviews that I'm doing, do not take them personal to the creators. Like, I'm just solely reviewing them. Oh, and another thing that I like about this is through the leaves you can see the sun and it kind of glints to the leaves. And I think that's really cool. But it doesn't seem to do that on the ground or anything. Nothing crazy, you know, nothing crazy. But I also like how the shader pack adds slight fog. Like you saw in the adjustment settings that there's like a fog toggle in there. And you can also change that. I personally like the fog because it just gives it a more like cool feel, if that makes sense. Just like a more Minecraft feel. Like I don't know, just like I just like the feel that it's giving off for that. But just need to destroy this. But the house is coming along good, I think. Yeah, it's coming good. It's coming along good. Could it be better? Yes. I'm talking about the house, buddy. But this is all we're probably gonna do for now. I don't want to make it like a mega house and then we run out of shaders to do. Because I think our next shader is our second to last shader. Which is, I believe, a shader is Makeup Ultra Vast shader, which I'm super excited for our next shader pack because it is my all-time favorite, by the way, and I think, and it has like no lag. Like you can see kind of in this one, it's a bit laggy too, kind of like our last one, I guess. But I also feel like they're pretty similar too, because they give off, oh wow, I can't talk, because they give off the same feels and kind of, you know, just um, kind of vibe. Please no monsters kill me. Well, actually, if a monster killed me, then we'd have to move on to our next shader pack, which we aren't going to do yet. Because nothing. Oh, yeah. But, yeah. I'm really excited for our next one. Well, I'm excited for all these shader packs, but I'm super excited for our last one at the end because it's going to be probably like the most intense shader pack. Like, I probably wouldn't recommend it for like low end in quotations like devices, you know, like lower end devices, because I think that would be kind of a bad recommendation because I don't even know it's going to be able to run on my device because I'm really scared for that. But here, let's see the sunset here actually. Oh my gosh, this is like actually lagging like a lot. But look at the, oh, let's get rid of that. Look at that sunset. It's not as majestic, don't get me wrong, but I think it gets the job done and it still looks pretty cool. So, yes. And I think in the morning we are going to move on to our next shader pack. Our next shader pack. But for now we're just gonna smelt my stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and um now we can hello? Can't go to sleep. There are monsters nearby. Now we can go to sleep. So tomorrow we are probably going to, oh, why am I in this thing? Oh yeah, so we're probably gonna just finish up building our house, which right now I feel like it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna make a temporary dirt pillar up here. Yeah, like I like this so far. I think it looks pretty natural looking for a house, for a small house in Minecraft. I just went with something small because I didn't want to do something huge and make it like a big thing because like that would take like a really long time. And I'm just reviewing like a couple of shader packs and stuff. But yes, so finally we can just make another block here, and we can just make some stairs. And you guys might already know what I'm doing with the stairs. So you might know because I'm gonna add more detail around this area. So I like this. I I keep saying this, but this shader pack isn't my favorite only because the clouds probably and the sun and the lag, which kind of all adds up into it not being my favorite. But yeah, it's an okay shader pack overall. Would I use it for videos? No, because I don't use this for videos. This is the only time I've used it for a video. I've used the other shader packs for some videos, but once again, this shader pack is kind of not my favorite, so that's why I'm not using it for really any other videos or anything. I keep opening the chest instead of crafting stuff. Yeah, but overall, like I keep saying, the shader pack is pretty mid shader pack, I think. It could be better, yeah. It could maybe. I feel like there's like I'm getting glint or something on the screen. Like I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's just like glint or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna wait until the rest of this smelt. It might be a while though. Okay, I think that is enough to make this. So we can make stairs. I keep forgetting that we have like one more shader pack left. So after I place these stairs, I think I'm going to jump off the chasm again. After I put my stuff, oh my gosh, I cannot get up this pillar. After I put my stuff in, oh my gosh! After I put my stuff in a chest, cause yes, yeah. So we can just go like this, cause we still have to build with one more shader pack until we do the big reveal with the mega crazy shader pack. So we're just gonna do our old strat here, just kind of deal damage until we die, and I can show you the second to last shader pack, aka my favorite shader pack of this video, unless the last one is my favorite, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to run the last one, so it might be a challenge, and it might be very laggy, just saying. So yeah. Oh, there's our little house. Am I crazy, or does it kind of look like a barn? Because I feel like it... Bro, how did I heal up that fast? I should not be healing that fast. Because I like healed up like to full health for some reason by the time I got like back up here. I don't know. Come on, come on. Don't heal back up this time. Bro, I need to jump off the thing. The cliff thing. The cliffside thing. Another thing that I like about this shader pack is that it just feels vanilla. Like I said that about the last shader pack, but this one too. But now, what? Okay, I really anticipated that. So, but now we can finally just, yeah, we can just die again. That sounds like so weird, but like we're in Minecraft, so we can just die again and then activate yet another shader pack, and I am excited for our next one. Okay, we need to do this. Yes, and we died. On to our second to last, aka almost final shader pack. Now, our next shader pack here is ultra fast shaders, and you can see right now it is way less laggy, and you can also tell that there's sunrise here. So let's just go out into the open and look at this beautiful sun. Can I just say, beautiful sun, beautiful clouds, and these shadows are to perfection. And look, they even have the kind of slightly cloud shadows. But my favorite part about this shader pack is probably the water. It's similar to complementary reimagined shaders, like very similar, except it has these little particles, which is like beautiful too. But yeah, so this is my favorite shader pack. Is you know, ultra fast shaders. They're chill, they're beautiful, and they're super ultra fast. See, I have like zero lag compared to the other ones. Surprisingly, you might be like, "Oh, my computer cannot run this." If you have like a potato, I call it potato mode, like a computer that's like a bit lower class, like not lower class, but just like lower quality with the shaders, you can for sure run this because with this, it has lots of adjustable settings. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's so many. And it's just like it's just a super great shader pack overall, I feel. Yeah, it's a great shader pack. Yeah, but we just need to go back up here and keep placing our stairs around. And I forgot a shader pack. This is not our second to last shader pack. This is actually our third to last shader pack because I forgot one. And the shader pack that I'm about to test is a very unique one. It is Bliss shaders, if you've heard of those before. A lot of people use them for YouTube videos actually. Yeah, and they're gonna be really cool shaders. But first of all, I'm not gonna do a huge showcase of ultra fast shaders because there's a lot of reviews on these. And I also love how the sun tilts to the side because that's just beautiful. But with these shaders, today we're just gonna cut it a bit short and we're just going to, you know, move on to the next shaders after we watch the sunset because I think we just watched the sunrise. But yeah, so we can move on to the next one. Oh my gosh, just need to get one like this. Yay. Okay, we need to get up here. Just mine. Yeah. And we have one brick again. Now we can just smelt that. And yeah, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want to showcase the house at the end with the realistic shaders still. But I also want to have time for that because I don't want this video to be too long. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to include the bliss shaders because I just discovered the shaders and I've never like tested them out before, if that makes sense. Oh, and by the way, look at that sunset. Do you see those sun rays just dripping down from the sky? Like, look how beautiful, majestic that is. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. This is why this is my favorite shader pack because the sunset is phenomenal. And the shadows are amazing. They just stretch out forever. And look at that beautiful, like the sun rays are phenomenal. I love them. Just like look at that. Like that could be a beautiful background for your computer. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. But that brings us to our next shader pack, which I'm gonna die again because yeah. Um, just because I could not have died to the shader packs, you know. But I feel like it is just a better way for some reason. I just feel like it's gonna be easier that way. And also when it's dark, it looks so cool. And it gets like so dark and the moon even comes up with moon rays. mobs start spawning right now, which they should, soon unless I'm on peaceful. I don't think I'm on peaceful mode. Bro, this is so scary. But like, do you see those like really cool the moon rays? That's amazing. Like, look at that. And it casts like the slightest shadow on here. The only downside I would say is that it gets very, very dark. Like extremely, extremely dark. But I feel like when you have dynamic lighting, it's gonna be way better. Okay, now we can respawn and our next shader pack. Okay, so Bliss, oh my god. So Bliss shaders, we're gonna have to adjust the shader settings, but while we are doing that, I'm gonna tell you a little bit something about this. So all of these shaders that we are going to do on here um, are from CurseForge. So that is the modding website that I use this on and that I do all of the shader packs on. It's super accessible. It's super easy to download. And I apologize. This might be a really laggy. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, this shaders. So there's nothing really much to say about these, besides the fog, which is amazing, and the water, which is also beautiful. Actually, let's get a close up of that water. Bro, it is so incredibly laggy. But it's okay. We can just look at this water. It's animated. Just, ooh, and under the water is, ooh, I like how it fogs slightly. That's probably my favorite part about this. I don't know why it's so laggy. Like, honestly, I'm probably gonna just have to adjust the shader options. But yeah, so with this, you can see it has a lot of shader options. World, water settings. Um, okay, we're just gonna like off, 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 done. This should make it not lag as much. Hopefully, just fingers crossed. If not, then this is clearly made for a higher end computer than mine. But yeah, so with this shader pack, oh, oh my god, oh my goodness. We just made that water invisible. Oh, I hate that. Okay, so we just made water invisible. That's crazy. But you can clearly adjust the settings just to different things. I really hate that water now that I made it invisible. I'm not gonna change it though, because yeah. But I'm really scared that this is lagging right now, like really bad. Cause at the end when we try the crazy shaders, we are gonna be in for a wild ride. To showcase just like this house area, this whole area. But oh my gosh, I'm scared for this. Really scared for this because yeah, it's already like pretty laggy. Like oh my gosh. But I do recommend this shader pack for people who might be doing scary Minecraft mods because it has fog. And I'm really excited to see kind of what it looks like during nighttime. But it has fog. So that's really good for like maybe the scarier shader packs, I guess you could say. Not like scary, not scary shader packs, sorry. Scarier mod packs because I feel like it would just add just like the scariness to the mod pack. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does. Just like it would just add more scariness to the mod pack. Yeah. But anyway, do I like this shader pack? It's kind of hard to say because of the lag. I'm probably gonna give it like, I don't really like that much, honestly, because of the lag. My favorite so far on this whole list is Makeup Ultra Fast because when I was using that shader pack, it had absolutely no lag. But yeah, so that is the only reason probably why I don't like the shader pack, besides the horrible looking water that you can do with the settings. I'll probably change that back, but yeah, that's the only thing I really don't like about the shader pack. But overall, I think it's really good. Like, the concept is really good and everything. I'm trying to think of something else to say about the shader pack, like a word to describe it. I think I would describe this shader pack as neat. Simply because it's neat and it's simple. It's fun, it's simple, it's neat. It's a neat shader pack. It's just, it's a good shader pack. You just probably need a bit better of a computer to run it, which I don't I don't use the shader pack, so I don't really care. But just saying, this is not a good shader pack for a low, well, not low class, but like lower definition computer, because this shader pack is kind of just kind of high definition, if you could say that. Just high definition, yeah. It's just a higher definition shader pack. So, would I say this is like a good shader pack? Yes. But is it for everybody? No. It definitely is not for me because I really do not like shader packs that look like the clouds. I really do not like the clouds. They do not look good in my opinion. But now we can test the final shader pack. I'm so excited. This is the high definition shader pack. I'm so scared for this too. But yeah, we are going to do it now. Okay guys, so we have one problem. We couldn't load it into the other world because it kept having errors. But here it is. Oh, and just saying, so this mod pack here, let me find it is called, I think it's called Real Pix 32 Realistic. So that is what it is called. It is a realistic mod pack. It's not shaders because I couldn't do it with shaders because my computer cannot run that. But let's see. Oh! Oh my gosh! How can I run this? This isn't even Minecraft. This is gravel? This is flint? Let's just take in that that is a piece of flint. Oh, oh my gosh. I thought my game crashed. Oh my gosh. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to Axolotl Plays. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.